What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Recap of yesterday's free picks. We ended up 5-1 on the free picks. The only one to miss was our man Brandon Fat. So I gave you guys 3 free slips yesterday in the video. 2 of those cashed. Those 2 free slips were right here. We had Paige Beckers and Sonia Citron. A nice little 580 win. We had Tyson Bagent with Cameron Dicker. A nice little 225 win on Prizepicks. So this one did cash. So both of these were for free in the video. Been dominating WNBA and NFL preseason as of lately. I'll tell you right now, baseball has been like worse than WNBA lately. WNBA has been dominant, which I'm very surprised about. But had De'Erica Hamby with Max Fried yesterday on chalkboard. That one cashed. It was a pretty low payout, but I was going for more of a safer play on this one, which cashed. We did take the money line for the Chargers and the Dolphins. So the Dolphins ended up being a push with the Bears. So this one ended up being pretty much a refund. This one cashed with the Chargers, 140 to win 100. Then we had the Chargers and the Dolphins together, which ended up being just another money line with $100 on the Chargers because the Dolphins ended up just canceling out. We had Burgert, then Brian Wu on underdog. This one cashed 100 for 308. And then we had Burrows and Imanaga. We hit both of our Prizepicks slip yesterday. Hit our only underdog, I believe. We had a really good day yesterday, so hopefully we can keep it going today. Chalkboard yesterday was the only losing platform we had. Chalkboard did miss, which was very unlucky because we split a couple of other slips, and one of them was a hook, and the other one was just one of our free picks. But anyways, good day yesterday. Hopefully we can keep that going into today. Today we only have baseball, so I don't have NFL preseason. There's one WNBA game I don't like. I'm not going to force props on it. I could find props if I really wanted to. I really don't want to force props. I like some MLB plays a little bit more, so I'm just going to give those. But anyways, if you guys do want to get all of our picks, click that link to our WAP down in the description. You can get 20% off right now if you use code NFL. That's for any package. We had a guy sign up for a yearly, or a couple people sign up for a yearly yesterday. So if you guys want to take 20% off any of these packages, the link is down in the description, and we'd love to have you guys in here. You can get a free month if you sign up for any partnered apps. Those include Underdog, Parlay Play, Sleeper, Chalkboard, Novig, Dabble, and Better. And I'm going to show you something real quick for Chalkboard. If you guys sign up for Chalkboard right now with code Fantasy Aces, you will get $20 for free. You do not have to make a deposit on sign up. No deposit necessary. Code Fantasy Aces, and it's a no-brainer. Why you wouldn't do that and take a free month of VIP for nothing? Don't even have to deposit money. Why would you not do that? Makes no sense to me for the ones who haven't yet. If you don't have Chalkboard, sign up for it right now. Code Fantasy Aces and get yourself a free month of our VIP. But anyways, let's go ahead and pick a winner from yesterday's video to win a free month of VIP. If this video gets 200 likes, I'll pick another comment down below to win a free month. So picking our winner from yesterday, winner is going to be for Isaiah Kitchen. Isaiah Kitchen, send me a message on Discord. I will get you added. He said VIP with the sweep, the broom emojis. We almost had the sweep. Not quite. Unlucky on not getting that sweep, but it is what it is. Fat got lit up, and yeah, Fat was not a good play yesterday, so I apologize for that one. But that being said, guys, let's go ahead and jump into some of these plays for today. And I guess we'll start with that play since I already had it up. So the first pick of the day that I was going for is with our man Jeffrey Springs. Now, Jeffrey Springs is a play that I played fantasy scores last time, and he absolutely dominated, had a great game. He's been pitching very well as of lately, and I like his pitching outs today at 16.5. I actually was going to take him over 17.5, and he was posted at 16.5. So pretty good value on this play. He's cashed at 7 of his last 10 games. He's averaging 17.5 outs in his last 10. You can see 3 straight games he's cashed. That's versus Houston, versus Seattle, and versus Washington. So 2 decent offensive teams he's cashed versus. On the season so far, he's cashed this line 64% of the time, which is 14 of 22 games. So pretty decent hit rate on this prop. If you look at Springs on the season, he's 10-7 with a 3.89 ERA and a 1.12 WHIP. You can look at him versus Tampa Bay. Versus Tampa Bay, he has a 3.38 ERA and a 1.31 WHIP. He had 1 game back earlier this season. He pitched 16 outs, so he hooked this line, which is really, really close. Didn't quite make it, but I'm expecting him to have a good game tonight. If you look at Springs, he averages 89.6 pitches per game, so decently long leash. If you show him on home games. Home games this season, he's cashed 7 of 9, and he's averaging 96 pitches. So he seems to have, obviously, guys, this may not be because he's playing at home. It could be the games. But on average, at home, he's had more pitches, and he's pitched better. You can see tons of games where he's went tons of games. 2 games, he's started the 7th inning. One of them he started the 8th. versus Cleveland. The other one was versus the Blue Jays. So he's pitching good, man. He's a good pitcher. I'm not going to say he's one of my favorite pitchers by any means, but he's been cashing me. His fantasy score, I'm probably going to lean towards it depending on what it gets posted at. His fantasy score is not up yet. He's not a high strikeout pitcher, 7.3 strikeouts per 9 innings. If you look at him pitching versus Tampa Bay versus left-handed pitchers, they're not very good. 23rd in batting average at 228, 26th in on-base percentage at 290, and then their OPS is 23rd in the league at a 655. If you look at their last 30, 28th, 30th, and 27. So they've been even worse in their last 30 games than they have on the season, and they've been bad on the season. So don't expect them to light Jeffrey Springs up. Obviously, they could come out here and have a freaking killer game and Jeffrey Springs just pitch bad. It's possible. I don't think it's going to happen. Pitching against Ryan Pepe tonight. Pepe, it's obviously a good pitcher. He's been struggling a little bit lately. He hasn't been cashing. I haven't been playing Pepe at much just because he hasn't been very consistent. But looking at this Tampa Bay offense versus Jeffrey Springs, not a lot of data. 2 at-bats, 1 hit, 2-0, 3-1, 2-0, 2-1, 2-2. So Fortes has a hit off of him both at-bats with a 2.5 OPS. So some of these OPSs are high for the ones that have seen him, but I don't think he's getting lit up today. Just my personal opinion. I'm gonna trust my gut on this one, trust the data, and I'm gonna go with our man Jeffrey Springs as our first pick of the day. And you can see 16.5 is a regular payout right in here at a 1.73x payout. So that is gonna be pick number 1 of the day. Excuse me. Who am I pairing Jeffrey Springs with? I am pairing Jeffrey Springs with Logan Webb. So I'm taking Logan Webb, the San Francisco Giants pitcher, over 4.5 strikeouts. This is a boosted line on parlay play. This gives you a 2.8x slip. 250 wins 710. So definitely going to be locking this one in. I love this slip, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys 16.5, 4.5, 250 to win 710. I'm going to pull Logan Webb up right now. And Logan Webb has a tough matchup. I'm not going to lie in terms of strikeouts. So pitching at home versus the Padres tonight. So let's go ahead and pull this up. His K's 4.5. So he's cashed this line 7 of his last 10 games. His 2 straight games versus Pittsburgh, he had 11 and he had 10 strikeouts. If you look at him on the season, he's cashed this line 83% of games. 20 of 24 games, Logan Webb has had had at least 5 strikeouts. He's averaging 7 Ks per game on the season. Looking at his record, he's 10-8 with a 3.24 ERA and a 1.25 WHIP, averaging 10.08 strikeouts per 9 innings, so well over a strikeout per inning pitcher. Versus the Padres, he has struggled head-to-head. Now, this season he's done well, but in the past he has struggled. So this season he has 2 games, 6 Ks in 7 games in those 2 games. The 3 games prior to that, he had 3, 3, and 4. So the Padres do not strike out a lot. If you scroll down here and look at them versus right-handed pitchers, they have an 18.5% strikeout rate, striking out 3rd least in the league. If you look at them in the last 30 games, 18.1% strikeout rate, 3rd least in the league. So they're a consistently low strikeout team. Webb at 5 Ks though, I mean, you can see double-digit Ks in like 6, 7 games this season. Like, he's a very high strikeout pitcher. Got a long leash. He pitches around 97 pitches per game. You can look at this, 110. 109 his last 2 games. Dude is going to throw some heat. He's going to throw some heat, and he's going to throw some heat for a long period of time. So he's going to have opportunities for strikeouts. I like Logan Webb a lot on this one. At 4.5 Ks, I'll take him every single game. I don't care what the matchup is, for real. If they gave me this payout at 4.5 straight strikeouts, I would take Logan. If I had to lock it in right now, you have to play him every single game for the rest of the season he pitches, I would do it, for sure. This line is... He's going to cash it majority of times, and 4.5 Ks for Logan Webb should, even against the Padres, should be a cash play. And knock on wood on that one. Hopefully it doesn't come out here and bite me in the butt, but I do like that play a lot. And that's going to be the first slip of the day. So jumping into slip number 2, the first pick we're taking, we're going to jump into our next pitcher out play. And it's going to be for our man Nathan Eovaldi. So taking the Texas Rangers pitcher Eovaldi. You guys know Eovaldi. Eovaldi's a good pitcher. He struggled a little bit, but struggling with some injuries and stuff. But his line's sitting at 18.5. We got him at 17.5 already. He's cashed 17.5 in 5 of his last 10 games. He's cashed it in 12 of 19 games on the season. If you look at his last 5, so if your last 5 warrior, this could end up being a popular play on Prizepicks. 18, 23, 21, and 24. Pitched a full 8 innings versus the Yankees. Game before that, 7 versus the Angels, 5 versus the Braves. Then he pitched almost a full 8 versus Houston. Looking at his leash, around 90-ish pitches per game, a little over that in some games. Some games get over 100. Decently long leash. You can see where the injury kind of prevention kind of happens here. He starts gradually getting back up in his pitch count. But he's up to 90 to 100 pitches per game right now, which is good for him. Eovaldi's a great pitcher, 10-3 on the season with a 1.38 ERA. He does not give up too many runs. 0.83 WHIP. Dude is phenomenal control. Doesn't give up hits. Like, great pitcher, man. Pitching versus Arizona. This is a tough game. He is pitching at home. Head-to-head versus Arizona, he has got lit up in the last 2 games. None from this season. He had 9 and he had 15 his last 2 games. He pitched to 37, and then he pitched 93 pitches in 5 innings in his last game versus Arizona. They got beat 0-6, or 6-0. So it's definitely a tough matchup. If you look at Arizona versus right-handed pitchers, they have a 12th in the league in batting average at a 251, third in on-base percentage at a 331, and they had the highest OPS in the season at a 784. If you look at their last 30, it's 20th, 13th, and 14th. So the bats have kind of cooled off slightly compared to what they've done on the season, but still, it's a good hitting team. Eovaldi's going to have a hard matchup. Minus 200 odds is a little bit juiced in my opinion, and that's not. I would probably put this at like minus 140, but I'm not a scorer myself. I think this one could go. I think it's going to be a little bit more sweaty than it's not, but I do think Eovaldi definitely gets this 18. I think he finishes the 6th for us. So Nathan Eovaldi over 17.5, and of course it's bumped. We can check Prizepicks. If it's bumped on there, it's probably bumped on Prizepicks, which is unlucky. We'll see here. Eovaldi 18.5. It's tragic, man. Makes it tough. Springs is 17.5 on Prizepicks as well, so you definitely get better value on parlay play. This is a tough one because there's not a lot of good pitching out props. So swapping it. I like Taijuan Walker. I like Walker. I almost took him. If you want to swap Walker for Eovaldi, you can. I locked this in on parlay play already. So it's already been posted. Or Ace posted it. Eovaldi and Crochet, $100 to win 202. So a nice little double up slip. So you can see 17.5 for Eovaldi. We got it in the Discord, which is one reason to join the Discord. You get these plays a lot earlier and get better value. But Eovaldi, if you can't get him at 17.5, you can wait. He should be on chalkboard at 17.5. Chalkboard lets you outlines a lot better on pitchers. Just going to throw it out there. The payout probably won't be that good. But 17.5, you can get on chalkboard for sure. And then if you want to swap him for Walker, you could do that. But who did I pair him with? You guys saw I took Crochet. Crochet at 6.5 Ks. It's a high line. It really is. 6.5 strikeouts. Pitching versus the Astros in Houston tonight. But look at Crochet on the last 10 games, man. He's averaging 8 strikeouts per game. Cashed this line 9 of his last 10. Double digits in a couple of those games. Cashed this line 17 of 23 on the season, which is a 74% hit rate. Averaging 8 strikeouts per game. He should be able to get his 7 tonight. If you look at Crochet, he's 13-4 on the season with a 2.25 ERA, a 1.07 WHIP, and he averages 11.1 strikeouts per 9 innings. So one of the highest strikeout pitchers in the league. If you come over here, if you look at Houston versus left-handed pitchers on the season, they don't strike out much, 21.6%. If you look at their last 30, 22.2%. They're striking out a good bit more than they would. They went from 7th, which is a top 10 in terms of fewest strikeouts, to almost a bottom 10 in terms of fewest strikeouts. Crochet's a 97th percentile strikeout pitcher, striking out 31% of batters. Great pitcher. Obviously, Crochet's probably going to pitch deep into this game, averaging 99.6 pitches per game, over 100 pitches in 4 straight games. Very long leash, goes at least 6 innings in my opinion. Probably starts the 7th is my honest opinion on this one, unless Houston just comes out here hot, which I don't think they're going to versus Crochet. I think he gives us at least 7 Ks a night, and I like this play a lot. So we can come down here, we can look at Crochet versus this Houston offense, see how they've struck out in the past versus him. So click Crochet, scroll down to this bottom chart, and you can see there's not a lot of data, but there's a decent amount. You can look at strikeouts. 1 strikeout in 5 at-bats, 2 strikeouts in 5 at-bats, 0, 0. 3 strikeouts in 4 at-bats for our man Diaz. 2 strikeouts in 3 at-bats, 1 and 2, and then 1 and 4. So striking out these guys a lot. I don't think there's any head-to-head data. There is head-to-head data, my bad. Head-to-head data, cashed both games. 8 and 9 in his last 2 games. None are from this season. So Crochet, I like this one. This one's actually boosted on parlay play as well. If you want to play it on parlay play, you will get better value, 1.54x. And we paired it with Eovaldi, as you guys seen. But let's go ahead and pull up pitching outs here. And I might play it with Taijuan Walker at 14.5 if you want to take this one instead. I'm going to show you guys Walker. You guys can make your best judgment on Walker if you want to do that instead. But that's definitely not Taijuan Walker. We took Jordan Walker. So Walker for the Phillies, 14.5 outs, He's cashed in 3 straight games. He's cashed 5 of his last 10. He's cashed it 54% on the season. Not a very long leash of a pitcher, getting around 80-ish pitches per game, averaging 79.2 on the season. Few games he got over 90, close to 100 versus the Giants earlier in the season. But if you look at his last game, he just pitched 6 versus Baltimore. He pitched 5 versus the White Sox. He pitched almost a full 6 versus the Yankees. Pitching versus the Reds in Cincinnati. It's definitely a tough matchup. He has a 3.53 ERA and a 1.30 WHIP. He's not any phenomenal pitcher or anything by any means. Looking at Cincinnati versus right-handed pitchers, 8th, 9th, and 15th in terms of batting average, on-base percentage, and OPS. 7th and 4th, and 7th, 4th, and 16th in the last 30 games. So tough matchup, it really is. 5 innings, not that bad. I could see him doing it. I think he does it if you guys prefer to play that one. Not sure if I want to put the Crochet play. I'll do it. I like this play, and I don't have Eovaldi locked in yet either. I didn't get it in time either, so we'll go ahead and lock this in. It is in the Discord, though, from Ace. If you guys were wondering, me and Ace both post plays in the Discord in the Ace's Picks area, so there's 2 people posting plays. But regardless, these are the 2 slips we got for the free pick. So Eovaldi and Crochet is what I prefer having. I like Eovaldi better than Walker personally, but Walker I do like too. And I was going to play Walker regardless. I was going to put him in a slip, so I'll just put him in this slip. If Eovaldi comes back down, I'll personally lock Eovaldi into a different play. So technically giving you guys 5 picks if you want to take it that way. But anyways, those are our 2 slips of the day. We got 500 entries. The max payout will be $1,300. Hopefully we cash both of these, put our bankroll around $7,500. That would be nice. But I'm just so you guys know, no scams here. Everything's legit. We'll refresh the page. Still, everything is the same. And that's what I got for today, guys. So hopefully have a good day in MLB. Make sure you guys join our Discord if you haven't already. We'd love to have you in there. And I'll see y'all in tomorrow's video after hopefully we get that 5-0 sweep.